Hi guys, welcome back. Right, today we're playing with bark and how to fit it into your enclosure. Right, I've forced all my bark from outside, give it a good wash, wash it a few times, rinse it out, and now we're going to bake it in the oven. So what we do, we bake it for about 30 minutes or so until it's bone dry. Make sure you get all the little pieces and everything off. Then for the larger bits, if they start to twist, flatten them down to make them nice and flat. Now before you start applying it, sand the back of the bark to make it as flush as possible. Right, this is one of my very first builds. I cut a background and a little hide and a water dish holder to size. And then we started adding the bark. As you can see, we just start laying it out, getting the design right, and just basically filling up all the black and the white bits until the whole thing is covered. Obviously you're going to have little small gaps. Just use little broken bits off to fill in any gaps, and you can see you can't actually notice it. It just sort of blends in with the bark effect. Now obviously once you've finished all this, it's because it's mounted on plywood, you're going to need to seal it. So I use G4 pond sealer, and that seals it all, protects it from anything. You see there it's been sealed, gives it sort of a nice sort of wet wood effect, so it sort of blends in. And once that was done, it was just basically fit it into the enclosure and add substrate. I'm pretty pleased with this first build of mine. I've still used it. It's still got my Versacolor inside it. It's one I'm probably never ever going to get rid of, because it was my first attempt at building an enclosure, and I think it went quite well. Now once you can practice and do several things, what's coming up next is we got the Necronomicon background. We started with a blank piece of ply, masked it up. And now we're going to draw the face of the Necronomicon on. With that, you cut out the face out of the masking tape and give it a spray on black. So once you start peeling it off, you get obviously the face bit. And basically what you got to do now, we're going to cover it in bark, but obviously the black bits are the bits that are going to be showing at the end. Obviously same again, we sand the back of the bark down to make it nice and flat, and then start laying it out. Now this was kind of a nice one because it was sort of an arty sort of design background. It had to sort of flow, so obviously when you're laying it out, you're thinking about how the face on the board would actually look. As you can see there, we're using tiny little bits to fill up all the gaps, especially around the eyes and stuff, to try and make it look that sort of meaner look. But to be honest, this was the first one that got me into building the horror enclosures, and I was quite pleased how the final result turned out. Because once it's sealed, it does look kind of mean and menacing. Here's another one. We've done this for a green bolt blue. Obviously just made the pry with the frame, and then just covered it in bark. I love this material. It's great to use. So basically just have some fun. I'd love to see what your designs, if you come up with any, but please do try it. It's cheap, easy to use. Just go and hunt it down. Any felled trees, just rip it off, bake it and use it. It's awesome. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Hope you got a few ideas. Please like, subscribe, all that lot. Love you guys. Bye bye.